exercise, alright? So we have these simple sentences and you have to complete them with the right type question, alright? It's not in the book, okay? It's just for us to warm up and to remember, to review the things that we taught. Alright? So the first one says like this. Mr. McGinnis is from Ireland. Is from Ireland. So what is the right type question that should I use here? Isn't here? Is that so? Okay, I'm going to show you what it is, but there is a problem. Let me just warn you before I start this, because I cannot, I'm not allowed to edit the video here. So they are out of order. So you check that the answer doesn't appear here. Okay, so just ignore that part. The second one. Can you read this one, please? The garage. Right. So the car isn't in the garage. So how would you complete this tag question? The car isn't in the garage. You're true, Juliana. You can also say it, okay? So the car isn't in the garage. What do you have to use in that question? Is it and why? What do you think here? Is it true? Andrew Juliana, what do you think? Juliana? And guess here? Andrew Fernand, what do you think here? Is it? Let's check. Is it? Alright. Sorry? Oh, alright. So, number three. Okay, you are John. You are John. Aren't you? Yeah, aren't you? Okay, because here, what you have to do, you have just to put the uh, the pronoun. Yeah, so John is in this case is you're talking directly to him, so you have to use you. Yeah, and you have positive, so you pass to negative, keeping the same form. All right. So she went to the library yesterday. She went to the library yesterday. She went to the library yesterday. Didn't she? Do you all agree? When she is simple past, right? So the auxiliary verb is did. So didn't she? Five. Fernando, may you read this one, please? So he didn't recognize. Okay? Not recognize. Recognize me. Let's repeat. Recognize. Okay, so he didn't recognize me. So did he? Did he? Check. Did he? Okay. Did he? Six. Juliana, may you read number six, please? Sorry, I did not hear you. Can you just repeat, please? Juliana, can you hear me, Juliana? So yeah, let me just read this one for you now. Cars pollute the environment. So cars pollute the environment. How are you? So, cars pollute the environment. What's the question? What's the subject here? What's the subject? Cars. So, cars, what is the right pronoun that could replace cars? It, they. Yes, it is plural. It's not one car. Yeah, it is cars in the plural. So, I have to use they. Alright? So, they. But, what's the verb here? Yeah, first, pollute. Pollute is the verb. It is being used in what kind of verb tense? Present, present perfect. No, present simple, right? It is present simple. So what's the verb that I have to use in the present simple? Hmm? Do or does, right? It is does. Oh, because it is they. So don't they? Don't they? All right. Gabriel, may you read number 7 here? Mr. Preacher. Okay, so Mr. Preacher has been to Scotland recently. He the is that I'm using. What kind of verb tense? Okay, okay, okay. Take your time. It is the present perfect, right? It is present perfect. So here, what's the subject? Mr. Preacher. So what is the right pronoun to use with that? The subject pronoun. She's. You, he, she, it, he. So she is here. All right. So what is the verb that we have to use together? Has, right? But if it is in the positive, we have to transform this into negative, right? So has to be here. Okay, forget about the disposition of the words. Okay. Um, Agnes, may you read the next number 8? Expensive, right? So the trip is very expensive. The trip can be replaced by it. So if I'm using the verb to be, what's the verb that I have to? Okay, I was almost it. Okay, I'm fine. No problem. Okay, so it is. The trip is very expensive, isn't it? Isn't it? Number 9, Fernand. Tell her. Yeah, you won't tell her. So you won't tell her. Will he? Yeah, that's it. And you got it. Number 10. So Hugh had a red car. What about these now? Hadn't he? Do you agree with that? Hadn't he? And yes, he, Juliana? No, 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 yeah, because we had a problem here, and because on this computer I'm not able to change. I'm not able to edit the video, so I could not put them in the right order, in the right place actually. Okay, data. That's it. Okay, because here had is used as the main verb, which is not the auxiliary verb. Okay, so it is simple past. Because of that, you have to use didn't. You just use had if you are using the past perfect. Okay, just that. Understand that, please. The next one, I'm clever. So I'm clever. Aren't. Okay. In this case, you have an exception. You have to use aren't are. Okay. Number 12. Gabriel. So he could have bought a new car. Couldn't he? Okay. have cleaned up your pipe. Okay, so cheese, haven't you? Okay, haven't you? Aren't I? Because here, when you use the simple present of in the first person and the positive sentence, the tag question should be used as aren't I. Just notice that you for example, you have am. Am is the right conjugation, but am there's no contracted form of am and not. When you use the negative, you say side. I'm not, but you cannot join am and not. Okay, because of that, you use aren't as an exception in this case. Okay, but if you had the opposite thing happening here, so negative and the type question with a positive, you could say am I. Okay, am I. It just happens with the negative type question. Okay, no, just with the verb to be. Because the other ones, for example, if I say, oh, I'm yeah, but you're using the verb to be. But for example, if you use another verb, there's only to use aren't. Okay, first for example, I go to the gym every week. I go. So G simple present, but the verb is go, not verb to be. So in this case, you will say, don't I? Okay. All right. So let's continue with. It was just a clever. Clever. I'm clever. Clever is smart, intelligent. Yeah. Smart. Okay. So let's go to the next part. Yes. So we studied about articles. Yeah, it was the things that yeah, it was the second topic of our last class. Do you remember that? But just uh, we read the definitions, we read the explanation. Yeah, because there are two lessons of articles. We just had the first one. We'll have some exercises that we'll do together here. All right, and then we'll go to the second unit. That we'll talk about articles in a different way. Okay, but just before we enter these exercises, let me just ask you, what are the articles in English? What are the articles in English? Are, and the. Okay, we have just these three articles. But there are times that we'll not use any of them. Is a thing that we call zero article, yeah, when they are not necessary. And it is very interesting because sometimes when we are learning how to write in English, we tend to use a lot of articles, but the all the time. But sometimes they are not necessary. Okay, so we have to guess what's the right time to use them. Okay, but when do I have to use R and M? Do you remember that? R and M. R and M. Vowel or consonant. Yeah. So yeah, but R and M they are called the indefinite articles. Okay, so they are the indefinite articles. But can we use R and M, for example, with uncountable nouns? No, we can always use them with uncountable nouns, with plural. Yeah, yeah. So they are just singular. Okay, just remember that in English you have no indefinite article that is used in the plural like we have in Portuguese. Okay, so just get the difference. All right. And the yeah, and the is the definite article. All right. So I will have this part here. Okay. So the in front of nouns. Yeah. When you have something that is specific or unique. Okay. Okay. I just think we have a problem here because the exercises is like I don't know why the slide is not here, but the exercise you have to follow with the book. Okay, we do this together by the book. All right, because here it's just the end of the unit. Then the next unit there's for exercise here. We'll do the first this page together, okay? We'll do this page together. Okay, Juliana, you have to follow by the book, okay? Because I don't have the slide with the exercise here. Okay, so let's go to page 98. Okay, page 98. Okay, so let's do it together. Okay, complete the text with the or zero article. Okay, so he just the or zero article, and no indefinite article, right? So the first one says like this. Let me read this one for you, then I'll ask you to read the other ones. So the survival of blank most large mammals is being put at risk by blank global warming. Okay, so the first one is already made for us. Okay, so the survival, right? Because we're talking about the survival of, in this case, the animals. So you have to use the that. Just you don't just say survival, right? You are specifying. Okay, but what about the second blank? Oh, go ahead. What happened? You couldn't hear? Oh, okay. All right. So we are on page 19. Okay, so let's think here together. The survival of, then you have most large mammals. Letter A. Okay? So what do you think? Should we use it here? The or should we use no article? No article. What do you think? The most large mammal. The most large mammals. Yes? What do you think? What do you think, Agnes? No article, Fernando? In this case, you use no article. Zero article. Right? The survival of most large mammals. You have to pay attention because here, normally when you use this word most maybe use it to indicate superlative, right? So we think that we can use most to talk about superlative, but not in this case, okay? Not in this case, all right? So you don't have to use the in this case. Okay? Most large mammals is being put at risk by the global warming, by the global warming. What do you think? And Julian, what do you think? Letter A, the last one, right? Specify. And Julian, what do you think? What do you think? It is being put at risk by global. It's a general idea. You don't have to use the. Okay, it's a general idea. Yeah, you don't have to use it. Because when you talk about something that is general, sometimes you don't have to use the article. So you just say by global warming. There's no need to use by the global warming. Okay? The is normally used when you are trying to specify when you or when you talk about something that is unique, right? Let me see. The first global warming. Okay. Okay. So let's change the grammar. Okay. So letter B. Nenhuma, André? because here I'm specifying the person. I'm not talking about any other person. I'm talking about the person that you're specifically talking about blank. James Small you knew. Zero watchful. What about now? And here, and you Gabriel everything. Watchful. The. The James Small you knew because yeah, you're specifying the J small that you knew because maybe there is another J small. Okay, at the university or just university? At university. Okay. Oh, I think there's someone online. Hello, João. Hello, good morning, guy. Okay. So you just have to follow by the book. Okay, we are on page 98. Let us. Oh yeah. Oh, so I think yeah, because he didn't say anything and I wasn't checking the chat. Okay. So if you need, all right, exactly. Already doing this. Okay. So if you have a problem, just scream, please. Okay. Following here. Let us see. Enough. Foreigners. Language. Okay. So C. What about this one? Foreigners or the foreigners? Of course. So for example, if I go to I'm a native here in Brazil in Rio. If I go to the USA, I will be a foreigner, an outsider. Yeah, an outsider. Yeah, in this case, if you are in another country, you will be an immigrant. So it's just an outsider, someone that is not of that place. That's it. Like that. Not a stranger. Yeah, someone that is not native. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a stranger, someone that came abroad. Okay, so foreigners or the foreigners, just foreigners. Okay, foreigners often have like trouble getting used to have the trouble or just trouble. Trouble. We have trouble getting used to the Scottish. Brazil, Brazilian. Scotland, Scottish. Okay, so Scottish climate. He used the Scottish climate, right? G. Gabriel. All right. So the decoration or decoration. The you are 100% sure. You're right. Okay. Um, so it is the decoration. Okay, the decoration in because when you put the decoration in, yeah, or the decoration of, you are specifying that is the decoration of something. Okay, so you are specifying not any decoration. So the decoration in small bedroom or the small bedroom. The okay, because it is in the small bedroom, right? It's not any bedroom. It's the small bedroom. I'm specifying that is that bedroom. Okay. that you are trying to express, you could use the bedroom or in bedroom. If you use the bedroom, it will, you will be talking about a specific bedroom that will be pleasing by the context. So the hotel bedroom is really pleasing, but I don't like color of the curtains or the color. Just color, the color. What about you, Fernando? Just color, the color. Juliana, the color. This the I just explained to this guy. I said, oh, because if you put, I said, oh, you have it here, the decoration in the small, so the decoration, and you gave the right explanation at the first one, but then in the last you just use it a different rule. Why? Okay, so that's the same rule that you have to apply here. So it is the color of the curtain. All right. Agnes. Okay. So I miss it. I miss it beginning, or I miss it the beginning. The beginning. Okay. I miss it the beginning. Yeah. And look at this. You are. There is something that here you have a post specification because if you put the beginning of like this, what post specifying with the proposition. So the beginning of film or the film or film the film the film the film. It is the film, and I will explain you why. Because here is she talking about any movie? No, she's talking about the film that she watched. It's implicit by the context because she is telling us she's describing a situation, something that happened to her, right? So she's talking about something, a film that she was watching. So it's that specific film. She's not talking generally. Okay? So I used the beginning of the film, so I didn't understand plot. The plot is the sequence. Well, so the plot, the plot, the plot until halfway. Okay. Hmm? Okay. So Juliana, may you? Okay, so let's try this one. Experts or the experts? The letter E is the experts. Just experts, right? Experts. It's like when you say, "Oh, people believe," yeah. It's like you say, "The people believe," and it is something that because the people exist, but when you say the people, it's more like you're talking about the society in general, yeah. Right. So it is different if you use the people. When you use people, you just say, yeah, it's just a okay. So it's just about the plural person. You mean you're talking about yeah two people. I mean not the society in general, right? So it's different because again, but no, because it's the addiction that we have that we start thinking in Portuguese, then we try to translate. Because in Portuguese we say, as pessoas, yeah, we say this all the time. So we think that when we have to translate, we have to say the people, the people, the people. Well, no, the people in English has a different meaning. You just say people. In this case, experts. All right. So experts disagree as to whether the man or men, man, just men, okay, are the better or better.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. They're trying the better, the better
The better,
represent.
just better, and your girls.
You make that with in your head comparing with just
Agreeing, agreeing.
you agree with
Okay, pay attention here.
no
No, no, not the better, because it's comparative. Okay, you say, oh, I am taller than you. You don't say I am the taller than you. No, I can say I'm the tallest of the room. Okay. So when you use superlative, you have to use the actual the. But this is comparative, not superlative. Right? Comparing men to women. All right. So just in this case, you have to put no article here. So just better. Drives, drivers, then woman or the woman.
woman. That's
Just
no 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 no.
yeah, 00000. I thought I said many zeros here. No, unnecessary. Okay, the next. João, can you open your microphone to read? Just check the chat. João, can you read? Can you open your microphone, please? Okay, boy. So, André, you again.
Okay. Like most of when people I know don't always get along when other people like first time they meet them.
Okay. So, cheese. The most or most?
Most of
Soft. If you pay attention, because there was one here that was the same thing here, using most. Yeah, at letter A. We use it zero after, okay? So most logic animals at letter A. And here again you just say most. Okay, most of
in this case I was a little confused because there's
mm,
of of is the article, so the article
mm. So most of the people of people.
I don't always get of the people, only people.
Only people.
Zero article. He's not talking about
No, no,
society.
no, but there's one thing you have to pay attention.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
The
Because
people I
why
know.
no? Okay, because I know. I
But
know is a post modification, all right.
he knows the society.
No, no, but in this case, specifically, he's not talking about the society. So he's talking about the people that I know. The people I know. Okay, so the people I know don't always get on with the other people or just other people.
Other people, because that's all.
Yeah, just other people. Okay, other people.
The
The
first
first
time.
time or first time they meet them.
First time because that's when they meet them.
The first time. The first time.
I'm a genius.
Okay, so it is most of the people I know don't always get on with other people the first time they meet them.
Oh,
Okay,
you are writing the correct answer.
zero, the, zero, the.
What?
H. What?
They are writing the correct answer. Okay.
It's important, yes.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
doing
that's
the
important.
exercise with a purpose here.
Okay,
Okay,
wait a minute, wait a minute.
Fernando, you,
We are in H now, né?
we are H. Rhythm. Tune, I think that in this case is like the melody of music.
É,
A melody, yeah. So,
like the singer, this
Moving on. Okay. Uh, yeah. Let's just repeat this word. Rhythm.
Rhythm.
Okay. So what exactly is difference? What's difference or the
I
difference?
think can be the difference because the difference between or only difference between because between don't.
Is the difference because you're not talking about any difference. You're talking about the difference between one thing and another thing. Okay.
Yeah, inequality.
So what exactly is the difference between the rhythm or
Re- the rhythm of a piece of
the
re-
rhythm
why rhythm
between
the rhythm the
because
rhythm.
the rhythm of the rhythm of
Oh, I know that because I was smart. Consider the word clever.
clever,
I'm clever, teacher. I'm clever.
brilliant guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know I'm the student who received two on the test, but that song is lovely.
Great year. Yeah, great music.
Yeah, great things.
Okay. So of a piece of the music or music.
I think it's music, but you are don't specify any music in the context. The rhythm music. There's only one music.
So
Teacher, look at my hand. The music,
no,
jazz music.
no, you tell me. So what do you think here? Music or the music? Hmm? Music, it is music. Okay, just music.
Just music, like I said.
Right? So rhythm of a piece of music. Okay, just remember one thing. Okay, it's not important to this question because we are not thinking about indefinite articles, but music is uncountable. Okay, so no are music. Okay, it is important to say that in English. Are music. So of piece of a piece of music and the tune or just tune.
The tune. The
The
tune.
tune. Hmm?
What is the tune?
Why? Look, because what's what exactly is the difference between the rhythm of a piece of music and the tune? Because it is the tune of that piece of music. Because it is implicit,
Oh,
okay? Because you don't have to repeat everything again. So what is the difference between the rhythm and the tune of a piece of music? You could change the order. This was already implicit.
implicit. Yeah, implicit.
Okay, right? Let's continue here. So, Gabriel,
That's why relationships today is not working. Okay, people put everything implicit, and the other don't understand. Intelligence leads to strength, library to get growth. Information to needs for brain. Projects to build plan.
okay, so Alan has gone to. This one is easy, yeah, because when you're talking
Oh yeah,
about specific places, you have to use the article. So the
to
library
get
to get
information.
the information or just information.
Information she needs for the information.
Because it's the information she needs, okay? It's not any information, it's just the information that she needs. So the information she needs, again, information is like music, okay? So it is uncountable too, right? There's no
And the
information,
and the other
okay?
only jump
So
because the
information
project
she
she's
needs
looking at
for
the project.
the project because the project she's doing, not
She's
any
looking
other
at
project. Okay, she's doing at
school.
just
School.
okay, just like university, right?
If they
At
put
school.
if they put her school or school choose music, that can specify this.
You could say if you, for example,
I don't know, school college Pedro Pedro II,
could say, um, the school you studied when you were a teenager, you could say that, okay, because you were specifying,
Okay.
you had a post notification. But not in this case. And the final one, Agnes. Wait. Okay. So I don't know why you always put
Now,
sugar.
sugar in your no sugar in your coffee. That's not specified.
What you're talking about is
This is
not. No,
specified
no.
sugar
But
in
it's not. No,
your
no, no,
coffee.
no. If you said something like this, um, for
I
example,
know, I
the
understand.
sugar in your coffee.
Can
Um,
be all the sugar of the world.
yeah,
They don't change the
yeah.
specified
Yeah. In
sugar.
this case, you're talking generally.
If they specify the sugar cubes or something more can be specified as coffee.
Yeah, but here you're talking generally, not a specific sugar. Basically. Why you always put sugar in your coffee if you are trying to lose
Okay,
weight?
okay. Click criteria turn where I'm right.
So let's try to do the second one because the second one is important because it's a whole text, right? Talking about George Orwell. Do you know George Orwell? Yes. Don't you know? 1984. Don't you know?
I remember the right.
Yeah. It was a writer. Yeah, Big Brother. That's
Oh
it. That's it.
yeah,
Okay. So,
I like the. I think he is the father of cyberpunk.
no,
No,
no, no,
yeah,
you
I,
went a little bit far. Well, he liked to write dystopias, right?
yeah. But
But not cyberpunk.
cyberpunk is
No,
just
no, 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 not necessarily. In this case, it's not cyberpunk.
uh,
Cyberpunk
oh.
is like Philip KG,
I, 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 teacher,
the girl, not the girl,
uh,
the woman that wrote.
teacher think a
No,
reality where everyone is looked at by the camera by the government and what in 1980. It's not
1984.
1984. That's not cyberpunk for them because cyberpunk today it's all cybernetic implants and
No,
I don't
no,
know.
no, no, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because cyberpunk is a concept that you have. We were talking about English now, but discussing cyberpunk. But cyberpunk is a thing that is a concept that you have to. It's like you have some categories to describe what is
Yeah,
cyberpunk because normally you have like
that's
high technology
and
and
low life.
low life. Yes, you have something like these big companies control. It has
1984.
a touch of cyberpunk, but not
For
complete cyberpunk.
for
Cyberpunk
the age 1984 was right. That's
was
high
brilliant.
technology. Was written that's high technology.
Okay, go study literature. Okay, it's important if you do that. All right, take a
I like cyberpunk.
an English
I
graduation
I
because
I prefer the static cyberpunk than the story cyberpunk because some of them are real, are so real that's sad. Imagine big
okay, let's
corporations
go back.
destroying the world
Aqui,
for
aqui is
money.
very good.
Like
The
you very good.
Japanese ones. Okay, so here you have to consider using inverted articles, alright? So and the or zero article, which is harder than the first one, alright? So let's try to do this together.
What
Two.
about you don't explain about the weight
Wait.
the weight when
No,
you
to lose weight, you don't say to lose the weight.
yeah.
Oh, to weight.
No,
Some
you
weight.
said
No,
said
it's not
how you
possible.
explain something about that.
No, but what do you want to know about this? There is no further explanation. Wait, you just say to lose weight. You don't say to lose the
Ah,
weight.
I'm sorry. I was confused. I confused the final weight. You said you explain about something, but you are trying you was trying to about the part of journal.
Okay, let's go back.
I'm
So,
sorry.
George Orwell, alright?
Sorry,
So,
Paul.
let me just repeat this for you. So the author John Orwell, okay, 1903 to 1950, real name Eric Black, was blank English novelist. Okay, okay, novelist. All right. Okay, novel. Novel is not a thing that you watch on television. Novel, yeah, books, literature books. Okay, literature books. So novelist is this type of writer. So and you said and the no article
Yeah.
and it is and okay and English novelist, right?
I
When I
babble.
talk about professions, for example, I say, oh, I'm a teacher. Okay, I'm a teacher.
I am the captain.
Because there are many other teachers. Okay? So, an English novelist, creative and political and cultural commentator. Okay, Juliana, thanks. I am a teacher. Yeah, me. He's the teacher of my class. We say that. Okay, so you say, I'll go to the dentist because you go to the specific dentist. But he is a dentist because he is one, yeah, among many others. So, Juliana, continue, please.
Yeah, he is the best known for blank novel title of in 1900 blank both of which were dividing and publishing
To what?
at the end of his life.
Okay, written. Okay, written. Written. All right. So he's best known for blank novels. Animal Farm in 1984. The novel, right? So we are talking about these two specific novels. So the novels, Animal Farm 1984, blank. Both of which were written and published. So
Zero
both of
article.
which
Zero article.
zero article. Both of which were written and published to what? Blank end of his life.
The end of
The thing. No. The end.
people have only one end of his day. They are alive.
Yeah.
Okay. We need you to agree with that.
The the yeah. So the end of his life. Okay. André, do you continue?
He chose Berkeley, Georgia Orwell in the early 1930s when his first book, Downtown House in Paris and London, was published.
That's enough. Okay. So he chose the name okay, George O in early 1930s.
Downtown. Zero article.
No. In the early 1930s, right? So
In
specifying
early
specifying the time, yeah, of the decade, inside that decade. When his first book, Dawn Out in Paris and London was published. Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, let's stop that. Too many things to mark. Okay. So just water. Okay. So this book describes what it was like to be
zero article.
zero watch, just for zero watch. Or and a homeless. Just homeless. Like or just homeless.
Uh, because specifying
because these words here they are being used as adjectives. So adjective is something that you cannot count in English. Okay, so you cannot use the indefinite article in this case. You cannot say a homeless. You may say a homeless boy because yeah, because this homeless is following boy. But he it is in a it is
You
being
are saying homeless is not long. I can say
homeless.
that one homeless, two homeless, three homeless. I can do that.
But then they would be being used by as a noun. Here they are being used as adjectives.
Okay.
Here it is being used as adjective because you are qualifying. Yeah, for example, it comes after the verb to be. It's like you say, "Oh, I'm happy." Like to be, the other word is adjective, right? Happy. Okay, so in this case, you cannot say are homeless. And Britain or the Britain.
The Britain, because
Britain.
there's one
You
experience.
say the United Kingdom, but Britain, just
Okay. You hate me, teacher. I know
Britain.
that.
No, no, I don't read the rules.
Okay.
Britain and
How can you
all,
play in the game?
okay, and also describe the
The
time he
time
spent,
he spent in Paris because
the
in
time,
Paris tour.
yeah, because the time he spent, yeah, talking about a specific time of his life, working
The kitchen of
in the kitchen, the kitchen of high class hotel.
Iraq. Oh no.
So can be off high class hotel, of up high class because it's one hotel that he worked. Okay, high class hotel.
The almost
Check.
okay, I'm
Gabriel.
sorry.
Okay. So Paul's father was. So is the Paul's father?
Yeah, it's a funny.
Hmm?
Uh,
Zero. Paul's
Right.
father. Okay, Paul's father.
Explain that how teacher. Why? That's that's how to make me wrong, teacher.
No, no, because there's no need to use the actual when you put the genitive case like this, when you put the apostrophe s, Paul's father. There's no need because ours he is already what we call the determiner, right? It's a determiner. So Paul's father, not the Paul's father.
A civil servant.
Hmm? So yeah, who was
A civil servant.
a civil servant, the civil servant, without article, what? Ah, yeah, because the same case as I said, I'm a teacher. Yeah, he was a civil servant, right? So, in India and all grew up in a middle class family. Yeah, it's one middle class family, but there are other middle class families, all right? So which is up, up, a middle class family. Okay. Do you like me? Look, look, imperial powers. Okay, and believe it's a school, a university. Okay. Oh,
You believe
English?
so?
No, not university. English school is being said here.
Where?
All right. All right. Mr. Doctor.
Ah, tá, quando depois. E quando era pouco.
The final test will be 8th of July.
Ah, o final test vai ter feito justamente nessa hora.
It's important that you do this. But ask me in English. Come on.
Okay. Uh, I need to do all my homework because I have so of them. It's
Certainly you have
impossible.
to do it.
I need.
Yeah,
I need or I must.
you should.
I
Okay.
don't know.
I cannot oblige you, but it's important that you do this. Yeah, because it's a good way to
If I
train
will
your
start
to
my
practice
if,
your
okay, if I start to today, it's not impossible like me. The teacher don't know the
yeah.
test.
You have more than a month to do it, so I think you can.
Everything you know, it's
Come
impossible.
on, come on. All right. Let's check here the questions. So the answers. So at home, the
Are you
well-known
seeing
English
that?
school, a well-known English school. What about this?
So I'm know English school. They will know because the only one child is well.
What do you think? This, the well-known English school.
He's brilliant. He was brilliant.
Yeah.
Stay with God.
And as his family could not afford to send him to university, he joined the Indian Imperial Police. Okay.
Eu não espero ninguém pensar não, né, meu?
In English, come on.
You don't make any organ,
Come on,
classmate,
come on, come
don't
on.
do.
Act. He resigned. Okay, resigned. Okay, so he learned. So what is this?
A lot about.
A lot. Okay,
A lot.
a lot about the
British.
British Empire, but came to hate the job, the job. And in 1927, he resigned and decided to become
A
a
writer.
writer,
A writer.
a good writer. Julian,
He worked as a teacher and a shop, wrote lengthy book about the Viking monarchs,
quality,
and devoted to
vegan beer,
vegan and Oxford lengthy book emphasizing Spanish civil war.
okay, thank you. So he worked
A school teacher.
as a teacher and in the bookshop. Ah, shop. This is a bookshop.
Specify.
No, no,
That's
because
a bookshop.
no, no. I may say, oh, I will go to the bookshop. But in this case, you are talking generally. One bookshop. In one bookshop.
In one bookshop in Britain.
Okay.
Okay.
Wrote
A book about.
a book about
Poverty.
poverty. Yeah, poverty.
Poor. Poor people.
Yeah, misery. Yeah, misery.
Look at your life.
you are specifying. So, for example, if I say, oh, happiness is the most important thing that we all should look for. Happiness, not the happiness. Okay, so happiness. But I can say, oh, the happiness of my family is the most important value for me. The happiness of my family. There is a post notification. Yeah, in this case, you're talking about poverty in general.
I was thinking about in this case if the taxi said the people produce and return all the produce United Kingdom. It's on
That
last
generate, but even then you generate.
it's already yeah.
Yeah, just use it.
I lost the word of the wall.
Depending on the context, you would say, um, the poverty in England is a problem that we should take care of. It will be a different type of tax, but in this context, no, there is no idea. Look about poverty in northern England, okay? And also for
Because if you give the other answer, because in like North Carolina,
yeah, in
you
northern
said
England, yeah, in northern England, okay, but it is northern England, not in the northern England,
thank you.
in northern zero out, okay?
Zero article.
And also for
The Republican
yeah,
side.
the Republican side.
Wait, is that?
Okay, so in Spanish Civil War,
No, zero article.
the Spanish Civil War, because it is a unique moment in history. Okay, it's a specific moment in history.
Global warming is unique too.
No, it's a general idea.
Okay. You are making this to
I would say something, but then I would be criticized because I would say, oh, the Spanish Civil War is a historical fact. Global warming is a concept. No, but it is that. Okay, it's a concept. It's a general idea. It's not a historical fact. Okay, it's a historical fact. It is a unique fact.
okay. I
So
you can say how can I say you can say French Revolution. It's not
French Revolution.
the French Revolution is unique because they are having another French Revolution.
The French Revolution reminds you of that
First,
specific law that happened at the end of
but
the
today
18th
are
century.
having another French Revolution.
Not like, not like the previous one. Okay, you cannot say that.
Yeah, more
Okay,
the president.
Julian, let's continue here. Just finish.
He developed playing careers playing journalism in the viewer and during playing 17 he based like regular broadcasts on like BBC. He retired of playing tuberculosis in
1950.
1950 at like age of 46.
Here is what check. So he developed,
Oh, I'm sorry. That's very long. I, I,
developed
you know,
the career,
I can read
a career, okay, a career as
as a journalist.
a journalist and reviewer, and during the
Second.
that is easy. The Second World War, he made the regular, regular, no regular, zero out. Okay, regular broadcasts, this plural, right? Broadcasts on our BBC, the BBC,
Zero.
BBC. That one is difficult. That one is difficult because they use the say CNN. You don't say the CNN. So
Why the BBC so?
I don't know. This one. I'm not sure. This one I think it's difficult to guess because there is no
I
rivalry.
know there are only one BBC, so it's
BBC.
deciding
Yeah, but
it
they
is.
don't. For example, Americans don't use the CNN. They don't use that.
Yeah,
I
because that's it. That's what you say.
Yeah, but they use the BBC. It's the British Broadcast Company.
Don't worry how polite you are. You don't say the BBC. Okay, so check out.
The BBC.
I
But
wrote something about the I don't know television French. You say where you read that at the BBC? No, it's the BBC
on the BBC.
on BBC.
Okay. Yeah, informally you may say that, but it is required that you use the article. Okay. So he died of. There is article here. No article. He died of tuberculosis in 1950
At
at age at,
the age of 46.
at the age of at the age of 46. Okay. Easy, right?
Luiz me liga para no contexto dele.
Easy. I think it's easy.
Mas isso é para você que tem resposta.
So
Existe.
I had to do it myself. I did it home. I did alone. The only one, this one, I have to admit that this one I didn't know. I had to research. It was my only
You made
mistake.
these cards, teacher.
Hmm?
You made these cards.
Yes.
So it's easier to you. You did this. You did that your time.
Yes, I did it, but my grades are very
Oh,
good at that
now
time.
now I did the exercise. When I will be the teacher, it's easy to me.
Okay. So let's continue here. We still have some minutes before the
No, no, now it's time for break.
no, 15 minutes before break.
50 minutes.
Yes.
15 minutes. It's the same thing of 5 minutes. The 5 minutes is nothing, teacher.
Okay. Ron, everything okay? Just type here on chat if you are following our class, okay? Now we'll continue. We'll go to unit 21, okay? So now we'll talk about the second part of articles, alright? Because articles, I know I said that it is easy, but it's not easy because articles can be very complicated, okay? Because there are very details that you have to pay attention to in order to choose the right article. Remember that? Okay? So now, let's check on page round number 100. Okay? So let's go there. Andrea, let's start with nationality.
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 Here, nationality is so ugly.
It's British.
Nationality.
Nationality.
Nationality is bad.
I think it's kind of weird when you say that.
Yeah.
Nationality is guilty.
I hate polite. I'm very formal.
Okay.
Yeah, we use nationality adjectives that and are used to refer to all the people of the nationality, e.g., Chinese, French, French, Japanese, Spanish, British, Jewish,
Swiss.
Swiss, Dutch. The French drink a lot of wine. The Swiss, wine,
Swiss.
Swiss,
From Switzerland.
from Switzerland, Swiss.
Like Roger Federer. You know Roger Federer?
Now say
Ace.
that with the correct accent.
What?
Very correct. Switzerland,
Switzerland.
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 That's so British to say.
No.
Switzerland or Switzerland. I don't know.
Come on, continue.
Okay. The Swedes are famous for their sim, eles mais palavras
No Portuguese,
antigas.
no Portuguese.
Okay. I know that because
All
a lot
right,
of
continue,
people
continue, go on.
use with real nationality now in the same way Russian Americans Poles, Brits, Franks, Germans, Belgians. The Russian and Poles are used to cold weather. We would add them with similar examples as an Australia, a Greek, a Czech, a Russian, a Pole, a Roman, a Bulgarian, an Egyptian, a Jordan. Some nationalities are also some nationalities have man, woman, and others have unique names. An Englishman, an Irishman, an Scotsman, an Welshman, an Freshman, a Dutchman, and Spaniard, a Krypton, a Pakistani, a Iraqi, a Saudi, and a Filipino, Filipino, or
From Philippines.
Filipino.
From the Philippines. The Philippines.
Okay. That's finish with woman, but I want to read stuff with men.
What?
Some let's end with man, woman. So, but I don't know if woman.
No, no, because you can use in English man or in English woman. You may say that.
Oh, I can say English woman. Ah, you say English woman. But, but I didn't understand. Okay. After you explain,
Go ahead, Alex.
geography.
No, no, no. Okay, okay, okay. Then.
Now, some
Not geography.
nationalities can only be used as an adjective with a noun. E.g., Japanese person, man.
Okay.
Japanese man or Japanese woman. Okay.
So yeah, pay attention. I'm going to try to simplify that for you because to refer to nationalities, I don't know if you already noticed, but we have like two different ways of saying nationalities. For example, Brazilians. Brazilians, we don't use this rule. We don't apply this rule. We just say, oh, Brazilians, not the Brazilians. No. Okay? We use Brazilians or a Brazilian if you want, if I'm talking about the individual, right? Americans the same way, okay? But there are some nationalities that they don't have like a plural word. So, for example, Japanese. There is no Japaneses. No Japaneses. You say the Japanese. Portuguese. You say the Portuguese. Yeah. To refer to the whole nationality. Yeah. All Portuguese. Okay. Of course, if you are talking about the individual, you may use a Portuguese person, a Portuguese man, all right, or an English man, an English woman, like these. Okay. So there are cases that you can use that you can join English man, English woman, you can use it as a single word. And there are times like Japanese that you cannot join. Okay, so you just say Japanese and man split. Okay, problems with that? Okay, so there are these two ways of using nationalities. With these ones here, you have to use the definite article if you are talking about the whole nationalities. Okay, all the people there. Okay, why are you looking at me like that? Nothing. So let's continue. Geography.
I will start to break now.
Oh, you have time. So, you know,
Okay.
Middle East, Oriente Médio. Alright? Another thing that I would say. Yeah, you say islands. Let's just pay attention to the way that we pronounce these words. Okay? Island. Okay? Island, not Iceland or Iceland. Island. Okay? The S is soundless. Island in this one here. What is it? Io. Okay? Io. Alright? So, this is talking about the geographical areas. Yeah, so some of them I already explained to you. For example, oceans we have to use the. So you say the to ocean. You also use the with countries. For example, it will depend if the name is collective or not. So if it is collective, you have to use the. So the United States, the United Kingdom. Yeah, some of the countries that have words like kingdom or republic, if you have to use the. Yeah, Philippines, plural is collective, so you have to use the Philippines. Okay, the Netherlands. Okay, and so and it goes on. Um, Other countries you don't have to use option, like Brazil, Brazil, Brazil. Okay, yeah, there are things here that I think they can be very confusing because, for example, if you check here the mountains. Yeah, names of mountains vary. So he's climbed Everest and Mount Blanc, but not the Matterhorn. So I mean, it will depend on the specific mountain. So you have no rule to be applied here. So it can be very hard to guess what is the right thing to use. Okay, but apart of that, is everything okay here? Yeah. Let's move on. School subjects. Gabriel, you?
You did work school when you talk about school subjects. Such a geography. I'd rather for the people speak their normal language. This can also be used in interviews or during practice listening. As far as English though, my biology teacher is really good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we use zero articles when we refer to dates, months, or as of today. Also use intermittent spoken English sentences. We use the when they are adjective to refer to a particular event, and the if a noun when we refer to a particular event. We started when we were very young. The on the Friday we received a surprising message. We use the to refer a day of the week. So we use the to the day of the particular event. We use a Tuesday after as an affirmation. Yes, okay.
Okay. So, school subjects here. Okay, normally we don't have to use articles. Okay, so we use zero articles. Um, all right. For example, it is possible because you turn this subject into an adjective in this case. Okay, so look at this. Yeah, the thing that we were talking about, the word the I don't think it was homeless. Yeah,
Okay.
so I said homeless because there are words that you may use them as adjectives and sometimes as a noun. So, for example, here you have physics, biology, math, physical education, geography. History. So when you talk about subjects, of course, you are talking about nouns. Okay, we don't have to use articles with them, so there is no need to use article. But when you transform them or one of them into an adjective, you can use an article because here the biology teacher is really cool. I'm specifying that it is that specific biology that that is specifically that teacher, okay, and he teaches biology. Okay, so this biology is qualifying teacher, is characterizing teacher, so it is being used as adjective. Okay, so in this case, depending on the context, you may use an article, yeah, and that means article to with a subject. All right. goes with days or weeks. Okay, but we don't use. We just use a preposition, one or the other. Okay, but depending on the context, depends on what you're trying to say. You can use both, but definite or the indefinite. Okay, so if you're talking about a specific day, okay, you may use. So for example, oh, the Friday that
I can say that can.
definite. One second. Uh, for example, the Friday that I was born. Yeah, it was not any Friday. It was Friday that I was born. Okay, in that case you can use. Or if you want to talk about a typical day, a typical Tuesday, you may say, oh, like this. Um, it was a Tuesday afternoon in August and nothing much was happening. Yeah, like a typical day. It was a typical Tuesday. Alright, so it is also possible to use the indefinite article for this case. Okay, any doubts so far? No? Everything okay? So let's have a break and then we'll come back.
I think definitely. Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What?
Uh, transform the T of the sound of T, definitely T. Start any definitely.
Definitely. Because it could be a couple words. I have never heard it being pronounced like that.
I remember I heard this in a song. As article, as I would like to change article to article.
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 Well, depending on the accent, you may use that accent.
Yeah.
Water or bottle?
Water. Water is better.
Okay. Oh, there is something that I need to. It was your. Oh no.
That's mine. Okay, valeu.
No, because it says Gabriel, but I thought it was him, but it's not. It's the one from the other class. Because
Dá uma muito.
I was just asking you, oh, was it your birthday?
Ah, é, você.
Because today is 27, right? So was your birthday 24? It was it was Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Which was what? It was
It was in February.
oh, it was the other Gabriel. So Agnes, yeah, your anniversary was at the beginning of the month. So congratulations. Yeah, I'm a bit late, but okay. Sorry about that. But I have another prize for you because oh, that's a prize! Oh my god, I was just tapping on the. Sorry, I'm so clumsy. Okay, at least if I didn't turn that